Hey, what's up everyone? Danny Lightning back with another CSR2 video. So today we're going to talk about Tempest 1 and Tempest 2 Tier 1. Now, if you want to see a huge list of all kinds of different cars, check out Tempest 3, but most of the time if you're on Tempest 1 or Tempest 2, you're probably pretty new to the game and probably don't have a lot of stuff. Now, the Volkswagen Golf GTI that you buy from the dealership that has 0 stars, this will beat Tempest 1 and this will beat Tempest 2. Alright, I always suggest sticking with a car you can get from the dealership because you can just buy and strip, buy and strip, buy and strip, buy and strip to get Volkswagen parts. Now, if you get the car with 1 star, alright, if you get the GTI with 1 star, that's even better. But this car will run faster than the 12.0. Alright, Tempest 1, real easy. You just got to run about a 12.3? All right, you got to run a 12.3 or faster. This car will do that no problem. Just buy this guy right there from the dealership, fill it up with parts. You should be able to run through Tempest 1, Tier 1 like it's nothing. Now, Tempest 2 gets a little harder because it starts making you have these like requirements where, you know, like you have your performance points, right? Right here is 349. If I want to lower those performance points, I've got to refit to like a stage 2 or stage 3 parts or whatever. So you got to refit parts. I don't know why they do that. It's a giant pain in the butt, but this car will beat Tempest 1 and Tempest 2 no problem. When you get to the very last boss on Tempest 2, all right, he runs like a 12.03 or something like that. This car just barely, all right, this car just barely makes it. Let's go give this car a run. All right, let's give this car a run and see what time it gets, okay? All right, so I just had to retune the car because my tuning was all crazy. So once you get this car and you get all of the parts into it, all right, you want to tune it something like this. Okay, so there's my nitrous, there's my final drive, and there's my tires. So what you're going to want to do is let go of the gas right around number 2, I believe. You want to get a perfect start. All right, all perfect shifts, nitrous on second. That's all there is to it. Let's see what this runs. 3, 2, let go. Second on nitrous, third, fourth. So easy to drive, all right? This car will beat the Tempest 1 boss and the Tempest 2 boss, no problem. All right, no problem. Even though it doesn't have the stars, it'll beat it. Look, we got 11.984, and you have to beat a 12.03 something. So this car is just barely fast enough. All right, if you get the 1-star version of this car, that thing will actually run an 11.8 something, usually pretty easily, or a lower 11.9. So the Golf GTI is definitely the recommended car for Tempest 1, Tempest 2. Alright, Tempest 3, this car would work for Tempest 3 as well, except for, alright, they made you use the Mazda Miata for Tempest 3. I don't know why they do that. I hate the fact that they do that, you know, but that's what happens. So this is definitely the recommended car. I know there's another car which is also pretty good, alright, that's not too hard to get. Just remember though, usually you're going to want to wait for the cars with stars before you do the Tempest races, but this GTI, alright, for Tempest 1, you don't need the stars with the cars with stars. Alright, for Tempest 2, you're probably going to want the cars with stars, except for this Golf will do it. Like I just showed you though, it'll barely squeak by, but it does the job. Alright, so let's go look at the other cars in Tier 1. Now, the Ford Fiesta ST, I'm not 100% sure how fast the version without stars is, but I know the 1-star version will do an 11.8 something if you max it out. I would imagine this one probably does an 11.9 something, so this is another car that you can use. I don't know. I pull these all the time with 1 stars. I'm constantly getting the Fiestas with 1 stars when I pull crates. For me, that's a junk car. I don't need this. I don't want it. But If you're new to the game and you happen to pull a Fiesta ST with 1 star, that's pretty awesome. There are a couple Fords you can buy to strip for parts. Alright, the nice thing about tier 1 cars is you don't have stage 6 parts in them. All you need are the fusions, which is pretty awesome. But anyways, the GTI and the Ford Fiesta are pretty much the two you're going to want to be looking at when it comes to Tempest 1 and Tempest 2. Alright, for Tempest 3, you got to do something different. Like I said, I made a video on all the Tempest races. Alright, I made a video for Tempest 3. Now, Tempest 1 and 2, I'm lumping these together because there's really going to be 1 or 2 recommended cars to make it through Tempest 1 and 2. Like I think I said, if you're probably new to the game, most people who are working on Tempest 1 and Tempest 2 are pretty new to the game and they don't have a lot of cars. If you want to see the full list of cars that'll beat these things, alright, check out my Tempest 3 videos. Now, the Tempest 3 Tier 1 is not like that because, like I said, they force you to use a Mazda Miata. You can't use any other cars for Tempest 3. Alright? But Tempest 3 Tier 2, Tempest 3 Tier 3, Tempest 3 Tier 4, Tempest 3 Tier 5, there's a whole list of different cars you can use. If you happen to have any of those, sweet. You do need to have a lot of parts in them and whatnot. But anyways, alright, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. I would just get the GTI. The GTI is an awesome car. It's good at live racing. It's a very nice car overall. And you don't even need the one with stars, you know, which is really, really cool. Just get the one out of the dealership and you're good to go for Tempest 1 and Tempest 2. Just make sure you keep buying and stripping GTIs until you get all the fusion parts in it. Tempest 1 you can probably make without all the fusions. Tempest 2, you're probably going to need to have the car maxed out with all of the fusion parts. Alright? It's got to be on stage 5 and have every part. So I think that pretty much wraps this one up. I would definitely get this guy. Awesome car. Alright? Awesome car. I don't care what anybody says. This thing rocks. For a tier 1 car, pretty darn awesome. Alright? Catch you guys later. See ya.